Now, viewers, this story is deeply disturbing. Deeply disturbing, viewers. Why is it deeply disturbing? Because Times Now has accessed a charge sheet filed by the NIA. The NIA was investigating the murder in cold blood of the individual to the left of your screens, Praveen Nettaru. Viewers, we all know now that he was murdered because he was a Hindu. And we know this because handwritten notes, there's enough evidence to suggest that the people who carried out this killing were motivated by hate, bigotry, viewers. Now, the NIA say that these members belong to the banned PFI, the Popular Front of India, that was deemed an extremist organization recently. Viewers, what we didn't know was that the PFI allegedly used mosques as safe houses to store weapons and to plan and plot attacks on RSS members, BJP members and other Hindus who they disagreed with. A handwritten note recovered from the house of one of the accused lists the weapons such as hammer, knife, blade and belt which were to be stored and used to carry out attack on RSS workers, and these were all kept in the mosques, viewers. And the charge sheet gives a detailed breakup of mosques in different areas that were allegedly used as centers to plot these attacks, with 91 such mosques. These were not one or two, 91 mosques have been identified by the agency, by the NIA so far. And how did the NIA find this out? Confessional statements of the accused. And in these, the cadre admit that they were instructed to gather details on RSS workers and meet every 4 months to discuss the agenda and details gathered and then to eliminate them one by one. Viewers, it's a long charge sheet, as you can well imagine. But there are 91 such mosques, and they remind us of the time where mosques were once again used as launching pads. Viewers, in 1990 in Kashmir, in the heart of Srinagar and other prominent cities of the state, to wage ethnic cleansing against local Hindus there, viewers. It's an eerie similarity. 91 masjids are Islamic hideouts. Islamist hideouts are serving as safe houses for weapon drops. This is what the NIA claims. And I want to open this up and I want to ask some basic questions tonight. And Professor Atikur Rahman is here with us. Lokesh Jindal is also here with us. Lokesh Jindal, we would never have known had the NIA not been pressed into this. And when it was, viewers, the Congress party says this is vendetta. You're framing innocent Muslims. Now there are handwritten notes. Lokesh Jindal, this is the same PFI, SDPI that you have had unspoken alliances with, seat adjustments with. Will you at least now renounce them?
Yes, Rahul, it's very unfortunate that such form of radicalism is brewing in the country. And this hatred develops with hatred. One radicalism fuels another radicalism. Let's be very clear for that. We cannot simply emphasize upon the nature of PFI. Yes, PFI was bad. It has to be banned. All forms of radical extremism is to be banned in the country. But we cannot be selective. There are various radical organizations, VHP, Bajrang Dal, which have seeds which can promote hatred, which can deepen religious divide, communalism, and can give rise to another PFI. Such PFIs must be done away with, and future occurrences of such PFIs should also be done away with. So it is important that the government must take actions with some other forms of PFI, irrespective of which religion that particular organization belongs to.
Mr. Jindal, hundreds and thousands of Kashmiri Hindus were externed from their homes. Was there RSS in Srinagar? Was there RSS? No. Was there, one second. Was there a majority Hindu presence in the Kashmir Valley? No. Stop drawing these false equivalences.
Rahul, we have to.
No, one
stand
second.
with
Is RSS
Hindus
there?
in-
1 minute, 1 second. Is RSS there, sir, in Pakistan, where Hindus have dwindled from almost close to 20% at the time of partition, if not more,
I
to less
condemn
than.
violence
No,
in
hang on. What do you mean you
Kashmir,
condemn
Pakistan.
radicalism? Is that a reaction,
In
sir,
Punjab-
to some?
No,
Achha,
in
1 minute,
Punjab-
1 second. You were in power for 10 years, the Bajrang Dal and all of that, you could have banned them. What stopped you? Anyhow,
Rahul.
let Madhu Rao respond to you. BJP spokesperson Madhu Rao, respond to Lokesh Jindal. Wherever there are Islamist terrorists, there must be a push from Hindu terrorists. This is what Lokesh Jindal seems to be suggesting. If not terrorists, then at least extremists. Hindu extremists,
said
because his
it's
party
important that both
party
of
has
them
come up with this conflation,
Rahul,
Hindu terror.
Rahul,
So,
Rahul,
Madhu Rao.
yeah. Give me a minute of time, Rahul. First of all, thanks for having me on your show. I'm really baffled at the way in which people, like especially Congress, let me remind the Congress party, just a 1 minute of facts, let it sink in for them. In 2009, 42 cases were booked against the PFI activists, and in 2010, 133 cases were booked against the PFI activists, PFI and KFD. That came to around 1,600 PFI activists. And would you believe it was the same Congress party MLA, Mr. Tanveer said, in 2012, writes to the government and says, please exonerate them. And even more baffling is that in 2014, Kerala government files an affidavit before the High Court saying that 27 political murders they are involved in, 86 attempt to murders they are involved in. And in 2015, the great Congress party headed by Siddaramaiah exonerates them in spite of their being
No, but Hindus were also released. Madhu Rao, Hindus were also released, but let me also tell you. No, 1 second, Madhu Rao. You see, this is where I have a problem. Two wrongs don't make a right. Now, I want to then, if you're going to expose the Congress here, let me also bring you back to your history.
Rahul.
1 second. In Jammu and Kashmir, you tied up with Mehbooba Mufti's PDP. Did you not? Yes, no? Yes. And you also released a large number of those that were deemed separatists.
Rahul.
Why did you do that? Because, I'll tell you, vote bank politics. Viewers,
Rahul,
let's not go down this wormhole. No one comes out clean.
May I just come in for a minute?
No one comes out clean.
May I just come in for a minute?
You have been pulled up by the
NIA
Supreme Court. No, 1 second. You have been pulled up by the Supreme Court for not taking action against those people in the Dharam Sansad. Okay, so let's not do this to each other. Let's condemn what is wrong for
Rahul,
what it
my
is.
only submission is
Lokesh
this.
Jindal should be saying
I accept
tonight,
it.
we stand up.
Accept it. At
No.
the same time,
Madhu Rao, I have no problems. You can fact check. You see, what I'm saying is, no one is holier than thou. No one is holier than thou.
May I just come in, Rahul?
Yes, yes, please.
My only submission is this.
Yes.
My only submission is this, Rahul. If NIA comes out with any such findings,
True.
if the National Investigation Agency comes out with any such findings, it's supposed to be wrong, it is wrong. My only point is, has any investigation come up with such findings against those who are they accusing of?
That's a fair point.
My only
That's a
submission
fair
is,
point.
let it
That's
go
a
for
fair
a trial.
point.
But in the very instant
That's
case,
a fair point.
that's
But let's not go into appeasement.
In the very
That's a
instant
fair
case
point. But let's
in
not
the-
go into this business of competitive
I
appeasement,
agree.
because you've also done your fair share of appeasement, and that's wrong. I just want
I
to
agree
very
on that.
quickly.
But in the
1
very
second.
instant case,
Yes, in the instant
But
case,
in the-
you're right. The NIA has put down a charge
in the very
sheet.
instant case,
Okay.
PFI, our stands have been vindicated.
Madhu Rao,
Stands
yes.
have been vindicated.
For the moment, yes, the court will of course have to pronounce guilt. Yes, you have come up with a robust charge sheet supported by evidence, and it does suggest that the bluff of the Congress party on this particular issue has definitely been called. But I want to bring in Mr. Mitra for 30 seconds. I don't have much more time. Abhijit Iyer, Mitra, we have now Hinduphobia in Karnataka. Clearly, this is not restricted to just one little part of our country anymore. There is a problem.
See, Rahul, in Karnataka, the problem is very old. The problem has been there even before the RSA showed its face in Karnataka. Right?
Yeah.
So I completely reject this action-reaction theory. Remember, it was the left that keeps rejecting action-reaction theory when it comes to the train burning that leads to the 2002 riots.
True.
But here they automatically turn everything on its head and bring about action-reaction theory. Look at the number of deaths that have happened in this country because of Islamist terrorism. Look at the number of so-called blasphemers or whatever who have been killed by Muslims. And compare it to the number of people that have been killed by Hindus. Where is the comparison? Where is the comparison?
Okay.
See, the comparison, a comparison of the kind Mr. Jindal made has to have a statistical basis.
Okay, statistical basis. The point is we are looking at it from a narrow prism, viewers, of religious intolerance.
There is a link.
Religious intolerance, a religious character to terror, etc. We're looking at it from that narrow prism. And there is no comparison. We have to accept this fact. I leave it at this, viewers.